lights, camera. Anyway guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. You guys clicked on this video, probably you're like, what is this about? Interesting title. It's called Conversation with My First Almost Boyfriend, featuring my first almost boyfriend.
Oh my God.
Featuring my first almost boyfriend.
My name is Obina. My boys call me Big O. You know Obi. What's good? How you guys doing today?
Yeah. So I chose to do this video just because we're like grown now since the last time we went out.
We're like 21.
And
20.
he still talks to me. Like a lot of people that I used to fuck with don't talk to me. So I was like, let me get him on. Let's talk about this. Let's see what we did, why we did it. You know, let's figure this out. You know what I'm saying? Now that we're adults and we're you know, trying to do our own thing and trying to get better and, you know, move up in life. Let's see what went wrong or whatever. So we're gonna start with like how we started talking, because we didn't meet. And Obina can start that because he's the one who came after you, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. All right. So I met Agnes through a friend. Honestly, I was going through a lot. I was kind of depressed, and my friend was like, I have a girl's number because he was trying to get with her girl's friend, but she had Agnes's number. He had Agnes's number, so he gave it to me. He randomly gave it to me because I just came home from Lackawanna College. So I was just like, fuck this school. Because I was like, you know, I was ass. So I was really depressed at the time. I needed like someone to talk to. My mom, my brother were kind of distant at the time. Like we're all kind of fighting. So when I hit up Agnes, she was like mad open and sweet. That's kind of why it kind of intrigued me how nice and kind she was, because I'm not used to seeing nice people or talking to nice people. On top of that, I was in a bad place in my life. I was trying to do stuff and nothing was getting done. So talking to Agnes, I was like, okay, this might work. How sweet of a sweetheart she was. And
so wait, so you're not answering the question.
What?
How did we start talking? Because you're not telling the truth. How did we start talking? Because
I just hit you up and I started calling.
And why did you call me though?
Like I was young. I was like 20, 21.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to talk to a girl that I want to talk to more girls.
But you remember what you called me and said the first time you started talking to me?
What?
You called me on some dumb shit, like, oh hey, like you were trying to do jokes, like you was out of nowhere, and I didn't even know you. Like you were just making jokes out of nowhere. I'm like, what? First of all, how'd you get my number? That's one. Two, because I was trying to figure it all out. Yeah, no, I know where you got it from, but you have to understand, I was on the other line and you were making jokes. You were like, yeah, you know, I don't know. You were making jokes like you always are. And I was just like, who is this guy? And you called me once before that, right? Like before we officially started talking. Like you called me once on some dumb shit, like acting like a telemarketer or something.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I have a lot of tricks. I do.
Yeah, you were like, I just call people randomly because I think it's funny.
Yeah, I was immature and that's how, you know, I entice people sometimes, like charming. Like when I was that age, a lot of people thought I was really charming, and that's why I did you.
I thought you was corny. I did not think you was charming. I was like, huh?
I'm not a hood nigga that just wants to shoot up the block.
Nah, I was like, who is this creepo? Who's this weirdo? Like, cause I didn't understand why you got my number. So for me, Obina called me once out of nowhere, saying something that he thought was funny, that I really was like, all right, whatever. And then we got off the phone. And then
I don't remember all this, but I remember doing stuff like that, but I don't remember the details.
And then when we really started talking was, I went to a graduation in Newark for somebody. I didn't even want to go to the graduation in the first place. Then I got my car stolen. Then the person who I went to the graduation for, I was at their house. Then me and that person had a fight. They left the house. And because I didn't want to be left at somebody's house that I don't really know like that, I went outside and I spent the night outside. Do you know that?
You didn't tell me that. What the hell?
Yo, I was doing that shit. No. So I spent the night outside. And
in your car, hopefully.
I didn't have my car. It was
where
stolen.
were you sleeping at?
I slept in the park. I didn't sleep. I was just walking around like a weirdo the whole night. Because I'm like, I'm not going to stay in this man's house and I don't know him like that.
Agnes, you could. I heard.
Listen. I could have gotten a lot of things. Thank God my phone didn't die that whole night. So I was on the phone the whole night talking to my girlfriends. They're like, we're going to come figure out how to get you, blah, blah, blah. The whole night I was outside. And then I went back to his house in the morning and I sat on the stoop. And he still wasn't home. But luckily, his mom came outside. His mom came outside to go do laundry, and she's like, "Oh, Agnes, you're here." She didn't even know. She didn't even know that I was.
You were talking to him?
You
were talking to him at one point?
No, I was not talking to him at any point. He is one of my friend's friends, and she wanted me to go to the graduation so that I could represent her family.
I remember how I used to tell you. I used to be like, you can't just like have everybody in your circle like.
Yeah, no, listen to how it started, because you don't know that story because I never told you.
Yeah.
So Obina called me while I was sitting on the stoop being dumb again. I was being dumb again, and I was like, really? But you know what? You really helped me. Like, you really helped me, because it was like I was already going through so much and you didn't know, so I was able to talk to you like out of that situation. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have, when I was talking to you, I didn't have to be in that situation that I was in. So that's how we like started talking, at least for me. That's when I was like, all right, let me hear him out, blah blah blah. So the other thing I wanted us to talk about is like, when did we officially decide that we were gonna make it a relationship? Like, we were gonna try and make it a relationship, which never happened.
Yeah.
So when do you think it like you were like, all right, let me try and see if she could be my girlfriend?
I think the month was like July-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
wait, what year was this? Because right now it's 2019.
It's
so
2015, 2014. So
really?
It's 2014.
2014, right?
Yeah.
Because I was in Middlesex. I was in Middlesex doing cosmetology.
Yeah. It was
and you were working 3 jobs.
2.
No, you were working 3 jobs at some point though.
2. Lifeguarding.
Lifeguarding.
I worked at New Brunswick Board of Education. I was a camp counselor.
Yeah.
So I had a lot. Honestly, it was the most money I had in a long time.
And that's one of the things that I liked about Obina, because I was like, yo, this dude is, you know. And Obina, I don't know if you want me to say this, like, Obina has like a, I don't know well, you could explain it better. He has an issue with is it both eyes?
Eyesight, both eyesight. Yeah, I'm like legally blind. So
why?
It's just genetics. Like both my parents have good genetics, besides their eyes both suck.
Really?
Yeah. So my dad wears glasses. Like my dad got hit in the eye, so he had started wearing glasses. And my mom just had really bad vision.
So how do you see?
Yeah, but my mom's vision is so bad that she's barely supposed to drive at night, but she can drive. But how people drive nowadays, it's ass. So she didn't even encourage me to drive at all, because my vision is worse than hers.
So what do you see? Like, when you see, do you see clearly? Like, I
can see good now. I just can't see. I can't see myself on this camera that much. I look like a big blur in my face, but I can see like your beautiful face, like because you're right here.
Okay. So what was I asking you? So at the time, Obina didn't even have a car. So I'm like, damn, like this thing is hustling. He's hustling, like working mad jobs, and he was going to school. And he wasn't like on a lot of bullshit.
Oh, I was working 3 jobs.
Yeah, you were. I remember.
I was at Middlesex working as the fucking I was cleaning weights, and I was working and then when the summer came, when I started talking to you, I brought on 2 more jobs, because I was doing the camp counselor thing, and I was doing lifeguarding. I was like a pool boy, basically. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so he was working dumb hard, and for somebody who couldn't get around, I was like really, I respected his hustle a lot. I respected his hustle, and I was like, damn, like, you know. And he was the first guy that ever made me feel like, when my friends call, when I'm talking to my friends and he calls me, I'm like, nah, I gotta go. I want minutes on the phone. like I gotta go. I minutes on the phone. My friends never heard me say stuff like that, just because I never got that close to anybody, you know. But I liked Obina because he was somebody that I could really talk to. I don't know, he listened. He really listened, you know. And I was like, you know what, like, this could be a thing. And we were so like, we really,
I think I loved Obina, but I didn't know how to say it because I was still like scared. I was really scared. I was just super scared.
I was trying to just, it was the same thing with me.
Yeah. And the first time we met, like, cause we talked for mad long. How long did we talk?
Every day for like 2 weeks. Like every day. Like my mom would actually be like, go to fucking bed. Like, cause it'll be like 8 or 7 o'clock to like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So we talked for a really long time, and then when we met, I didn't have a job for a while. Then I started doing a live-in job. So I was there 24 hours a day, every day. So Obina came to see me at my job, and when he saw me, and I saw him, you remember what you did?
I did something, but I literally forgot. I was really trying to remember. I said, you look beautiful, like, I like your dress. I said something like that.
I was wearing like a blue dress, and you're like, oh, I liked your dress. And I was just happy to see him because we talked every day for so long. And before I left, he started crying. I'm like, Obina, why are you crying? Like, I was so shook. I was like, did I do something wrong? Is this something that I said? And he was like, no, like, I just never met, like, I never thought I'd meet somebody like you. And like we really loved each other, but I think we just didn't know how to say it. Like we really loved each other. We were like mature, we were mad young. I was scared. I didn't want to get my heart broken. You know, you're young. Like you don't want to get played, and you don't want nobody playing you. So those are all the good things, right?
Yeah.
So what were the things that you didn't like about our relationship? Because you were telling me them earlier, and I was like, save that for the video.
Honestly, I didn't like you going out all the time.
Yeah, because I used to go out a lot, true.
I was like, why the fuck you don't stay home?
Yeah.
And that, honestly, that I've trust issues. Just, it starts with my dad, but those relationships, like people that outside my family, it's harder to trust someone like that.
Yeah.
If it's not even in your family group, and she's like, oh, I'm going out. I'm like why?
Why? Yeah.
Because I used to go out a lot too, but when I started meeting Agnes, I kind of chilled
out.
Yeah, because honestly, I'm young. I was 19, 18, 20. I was going to parties for free. Like, I don't know if you guys like know the Central Jersey area. Like, we just throw parties because nothing else to do. And I knew a lot of the DJs, and my boys knew a lot of the DJs, so they got me in parties for free drinks, free food. So I was living, like, you know what I mean. I didn't get, honestly, I wanted to get girls. I was like, what, 19, 20 years old. Like, I wanted to obviously get girls and shit. So after that, after I found one, I was like, finally, I got a girl like I connect with. But I know about how I can move. I know how to move because she was like one of the first girls I talked to. Like, I even told my mom about it. I was like, I don't even know how to handle like being in a relationship.
I was the first girl you talked to? No, there was other people.
Like, I actually considered.
Like, serious. Yeah.
Actually, you probably were the first one, to be honest. Like,
really?
Yeah, like to seriously talk to.
Yeah, I feel like that's the same for me.
I really didn't care about having a girlfriend until I met you. I said, this actually, I might be able to have a relationship.
A relationship, yeah.
Because I really wasn't into dating or anything. I thought my friends were stupid for dating. I'm like,
he was the first guy to talk to my mom, which I've never done myself just because I was like, ew, I don't know what he's talking about my mother. But me and Obina was serious. He used to tell me all the time. He's like, oh, I want a football team with the kids. I'm like, who was gonna have a football team with the kids for you? Like,
only one now.
He was wilding. He's wilding. She was crazy. I was like, all right, Obina, whatever you say. And we were like, we were planning mad things, right? We planned a lot of stuff. We were gonna have a house, and what else? We used to talk about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
We used to talk all day, every day, all day, every day, all the time. And it worked for me because I was in living. I couldn't leave. You know what I mean? I was there every day. Like, I was lonely. I was by myself. I was in this situation. I didn't want to be in this situation, but I didn't have a choice because I didn't have a car. I didn't have anything anymore. You know what I mean? So, Obina.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I forgave you. I forgave you. No. Listen, Obina, you're gonna mess up this video. Chill. Yeah, how are we both wearing black? That wasn't even planned. Anyway, so, yeah. So the things I didn't like about our relationship. Obina's jealous. Obina's like dumb jealous. And that used to make me so mad. Because I'm like, yo, I told you, like, what it is for me is what it is. Like, if I tell you that it's just me and you, that's all it is. So I would come out of, like, work or school or somewhere, and I'd go see him, and he's like, where was you at? Da-da. Where did you pick up my phone call? Da-da-da. Da-da. Like, that's doing the most. And I'm like, yeah, no, I know that was your trust issues, but it used to get on my nerves because it's like, bro, like, I'm not doing anything. Yeah. I wasn't doing anything. Yeah. So I'm like, why are you on my case? Why are you on my case for real? Like, I was so annoyed at that. And then Obina would do this thing, right? If I was ever annoyed or mad, you would get annoyed or mad too. Yeah, and I'm like, you can't match my energy. Like, I need you to be calm so that I can be calm. Like, he would be, you're mad, I'm mad too. And he would just puff his chest and do all this shit. And I'm like, you need to chill. So now I have to come down because he's now on 10. And I'm just like,
it's not to me anymore.
It's not.
That used to be me. That used to be so me. But not
it's
anymore.
like, he's now on 10. And I'm just like, oh my God. It just used to be so exhausting. So the jealousy and him getting mad at the same time that I'm mad, like that used to make me so annoyed.
Yeah, I didn't know how to deal with it at the time.
Yeah. But I knew like he had anger issues before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you did like anger management and stuff like that.
Well, therapy,
and I knew that. And he was so smart. Like me and Obina we would talk and we would pray. Like that's another thing that I liked about Obina. We would pray together, remember?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, like we pray together and I was like, bro, like this is crazy. That's why I was like, I found the man of my dreams. This is it. I was ready to be locked down and loaded. And then what happened? How did it end? Like on your end? Like how do you think
honestly it's because
why?
It was because I cried when I broke up with you, right? Well, like I actually cried for like 3 hours. I didn't tell you.
Really?
Yeah. Because like again what you said, we had a good connection. It was just because everything was happening about school and work and you want to take it next level and I was kinda scared. I was scared myself. And I was going away to school. I'm not gonna tell you where, but I was going away to school, so I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna make this work. Yeah. And again,
so who broke up with who?
It was mutual, but I don't know. Like I couldn't handle it. The stress. Yeah. I was just so stressed. Yeah. And when I went to school, I didn't find any girl with an intellectual level. I was like. So I was kind of sad at that. And they were all younger than me. They were all like 20, 21. And I was 24, 23 at the time. I was like, damn. Yeah. So, like, obviously you came across my mind a lot. And it was just like, wow. Like, these girls are just idiots over here. I should have literally took Agnes more seriously. But I didn't know how to. I was too young. Yeah, you were young and you had a lot. And it was my first, like,
real situationship. Yeah.
Because
and then the funny thing is, like the first time you said I love you, do you remember what happened?
I said it, but I don't remember when.
You were like, shit, wait, is it too soon? You're like, wait, shit, is it too soon?
See,
and I was like, no, it's not. And then one time I said it and I was like, damn. I was like, damn. Damn, I didn't mean to say that, but I really felt that way. But I was scared about what that meant. You know what I mean? I didn't know what that meant. Like, does that mean like now he's gonna come in and he's gonna change and he's gonna hurt me? Like, I didn't know what that meant, so I was scared to even tell you that because I was like, what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? I was scared. So I think the way we ended it was me and Obina had a fight about something. I forgot what happened.
You're like calling me and I was just like screaming and I was just like,
yeah, he was going off. And then we started texting on Google Hangouts. It was on Google Hangouts. We started sending each other messages on Google Hangouts and Obina starts going off, right? He starts going off. He's like, fuck, I don't know. I don't think he said fuck you, but he's like, go be with those fucking older men you want to be with, talking about blah, blah, blah. You want to show out in front of my friends, because his friends did an intervention for him. I think that's what pissed you off. Because your friends, like, I think we had broken up or something.
Yeah, Jalal, Trey.
Yeah, so his friends, they hit me up and they were like, oh, you need to come over here. They told me it was a party or something. They didn't tell me what was going on. Yeah. And then when I showed up, Obina was there and I was like, wait, what's going on? So we sit down and his friends are like, yo, Obina, we've been telling him he's being dumb. He shouldn't have did what he did. And I was like so shocked. I was like, wow, your friends really give a fuck about you. But at that point, Obina was on his like, I don't give a fuck shit. So he was like just sitting there looking at me. And I was like, listen, I didn't do anything to this man. He's just mad about whatever he was mad about. And that's probably when you were stressed out about school and stuff like that.
Yeah, I couldn't express it.
We tried to have this intervention. Obina was on the same type of time. He really wasn't trying to talk to me. And then after that, I think is when we did the Google Hang messages. And he's like, you're trying to show out in front of my friends. I'm like, I didn't show out. Your friends invited me there.
Yeah, I was just angry.
So he goes off and he's like, yeah, something, bitch. That was it for me. I was like, no, I'm not. I was like, as soon as I saw that bitch, I'm like, because Obina has, let me tell you something. That's another thing that I liked about Obina. Never disrespected me a day in his life. He was disrespectful to other people. Like he would be disrespectful to his friends. He'd be disrespectful to the people around me, but he never disrespected me. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, once you turn this aggression that you have, this anger that you have towards me, I know it's over. And I knew that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. And I was like, he called me that one bitch. I blocked him and that was it. And we didn't talk again for like
2 years.
Really? 2 years?
Yeah.
Something like 20, that.
Because I was like 22, 21 at the time. And
yeah.
We started talking again like when I was 23.
Yeah, and then I bumped into him like a couple months later at a strip club. And he was trying to say sorry to me and all this stuff. And I was like, Obina, first of all, this is not the place. Like, we're not about to be in a parking lot of a strip club trying to get back together. That's crazy. Like, no. So I was hurt. I was really hurt because Obina had never talked to me like that. And he would never say that to my face. Like, that's something he knew he had the balls to do over messages. He would never say that to my face. So I was like, I was super hurt. Like, I knew he was upset, but I didn't know to the point that he could call me out my name. Because you always referred to me as like your queen. You know what I mean? Like, you were always super sweet to me. So it's like, I was super broken about it, but there was nothing that I could do because I know how these things go. Like, I know how shit starts where somebody is like, oh, they love you, and then when they could call you bitches and you take it, they're gonna think, okay, if you take one bitch, I can call you 3 bitches tomorrow.
No, I wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah, but you see, that's what I get scared about, because you know, if you let somebody do something to you once, right? If you let me take your money, right? If I find $5 over here and I grab it and I walk over and you realize that I took it and you don't say nothing, the next time there's 20 on the table, I'm taking that 20. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Because the first time I did it, you didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
So when I saw that he bitched me, I was like, oh, that's it. I'm done. So then we stopped talking. I saw him at the strip club.
On her birthday.
It was my birthday?
Yeah, it was your birthday weekend.
That's why we were there. Oh, yeah. Why were you at the strip club?
Because Joel, Trey, I should bleep out their names. They're just, they don't get no ass.
Your friends. Stop. All right. That's not what this is about.
All right. Well, you go to strip club that much. Come on, Sean.
I don't know, but I'm just saying that's where I saw you. So I was at the strip club with my friends and I saw him and I thought it was just crazy to just bump into him because I had not seen him for the longest. So then after that, I think, what happened? Then you hit me up on Instagram.
Oh, just recently?
No, the first time.
I don't remember. I hit you a couple times.
Yeah, he hit me on Instagram. I think I was ignoring you for like a minute.
Oh yeah, you were, yeah.
And then your friend hit me. And then your friend hit me and he's like something. I forgot what he said. And then we started talking for a little bit. Then we met up again. And then you told me about your last relationship, your ex. And you're like, listen, I messed up. And at this point, I was done because it was like, it's been so long and I moved on. And I just wasn't in the mood to try and go through that again. So after that, I think recently, that's when you hit me up about something about eye surgery. Yeah. And then I was like, wait, what? And I was like, I was excited about it. Then he's like, nah, that was just a joke. I'm like, who does that? What kind of person does that? So we started talking and I thought about like an idea of a video so we could like, you know, get closure and, you know, move on with our lives and, you know. So what have you learned like so far, like after our relationship? Like what did you learn after that you didn't know?
You can't find genuine people that easily.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't just come to you like that. Like if you click with a person, if it's there, you should just accept it.
Try and make it work.
Yeah. Try and make it work.
Yeah. I think that I learned that I just have to be I think if I'm ready for a relationship, I have to be willing